And to you and Ranking Member Grassley and other members of the committee, particularly Chairman Leahy, with whom Senator Isaacs and I have worked so closely together to reach this point, not just the point of the hearing, but to reach the point of the nominations. I thank you. We're here today to consider the nominations of Julie Carnes and Jill Pryor to be circuit judges for the 11th Circuit, Leslie Abrams to be a district court judge for my home district, Georgia's Middle District, and Michael Boggs, Mark Cohen, Lee May, and Eleanor Ross to be district court judges for Georgia's Northern District. Johnny and I have Senator Isaacs and I have a committee of 6 very distinguished lawyers from around the state who are our Judicial Nomination Review Committee, and we have one simple requirement of those 6 lawyers, and that is, when considering judicial nominees, send us excellent lawyers. In this case today, we have got 7 excellent lawyers to be presented to the committee for ultimately, hopefully, confirmation to the 11th Circuit as well as to 2 of our districts in Georgia. Now, they will introduce their family, but these 7 individuals are so highly thought of by lawyers in Georgia that today there are 2 individuals here, although last I heard they were stuck in traffic. I hope they're here by now. But there are 2 individuals who represent the epitome of the legal justice system in Georgia who on their own have spent their time and spent their money to come show their support for all 7 of these individuals. And that is the Chief Justice of the Georgia Supreme Court, Justice Hugh Thompson, and also the Chief Judge of the Georgia Court of Appeals, Judge Herbert Phipps, is here to show support. And it's my pleasure to introduce these Georgians, these 7 Georgians, to the committee today. We have before us a very diverse and highly qualified group of legal minds from all across our state. Georgia and the 11th Circuit will be well served by both the breadth and depth of experience of these individuals. Their full biographies are well known to the members of the committee, so I won't go into extensive detail, but I do want to take a moment just to briefly recognize each of these nominees. Judge Julie Carnes has been a federal district judge for the Northern District of Georgia since 1991, and she has served as chief judge since 2009. Jill Pryor has been in private practice in Atlanta for nearly 25 years. During that time, she has played a pivotal role in some of the largest and most complex cases in Georgia history. Leslie Abrams has been an assistant U.S. attorney in Atlanta since 2010. Her experience, both as a federal prosecutor and from her time in private practice, will serve her well on the bench. Judge Michael Boggs has served on the bench since 2004, first as a Superior Court judge, which is our highest trial court level, and as a judge on Georgia's Court of Appeals since 2012. He was also co-chair of Georgia's Criminal Justice Reform Council in 2012 and 2013. I found out yesterday Judge Boggs has actually disposed of in excess of 14,000 cases while on the bench. Mark Cohen's legal career actually began clerking for a federal judge. He then went on to work with both the Georgia Attorney General's and the governor's offices before entering private practice in 1999. After a federal clerkship of her own, Lee May entered private practice in 2000, and she has been accumulating accolades ever since. She has been repeatedly recognized as an outstanding lawyer by her peers. Finally, Judge Eleanor Ross has been a state court judge since 2011, where she has an outstanding record. Prior to her time on the bench, she worked for more than 15 years as a prosecutor. Each and every one of these individuals would be an asset to the federal bench no matter where they sat. But given the growing caseloads for judges on the 11th Circuit and the Northern and Middle Districts, their confirmations are particularly important. Finally, I would like to take a moment to thank the President, his counsel, Kathy Rumler, and the rest of his staff for going above and beyond in this process. The collaborative effort here is an example of what we can accomplish when we work together, and I am greatly appreciative of the time they put in to ensure these vacancies are filled with such high caliber individuals. And with respect particularly to Kathy Rumler, she has served the President well as his counsel. Unfortunately, she is leaving the office of counsel to the President at the end of this week, and we will certainly miss Kathy, but wish her well in her future private endeavors. So, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for letting us be here this morning to introduce this outstanding panel of 7 Georgia lawyers to be considered for confirmation as federal judges.
Thank you, Senator, for those excellent remarks. Senator Isaacson.